So I'll just do that intro to start with.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Dan Gooding. Start again. Hi, I'm Dan Gooding, and this is the West Bridgford Wire Property Market Update Review 2023. So last year we had a very strange year of 3 Prime Ministers and 3 Home Secretaries. This year we've had just 1 Prime Minister and 2 Home Secretaries. In summary, this year was a return to more normal market conditions. So let's get into it and find out more. "2023 has been a year of returning to normality from the frenzy we saw of last year. Interest rates rose 5 times in total this year, from 3.5% up to 5.25%, and mortgages peaked at 6.44%. We did then see 19 consecutive weeks of mortgage rates falling, with the average 5-year fixed rate now down to 5.11%, which is fantastic news. It's been a really strange year in the fact that we all started off sort of very quiet and it was pretty depressing seeing interest rates go up consecutively every month. Mortgage rates went up pretty much straight away following that disastrous mini-budget of Liz Truss, and they peaked nearly at 6.5%. It was a return to normality in the fact that instead of putting a guide price on where vendors were just assuming they'd get 5 or 10% over the guide price, the return to normality was, that was the target price and you would hope to try and achieve that, but obviously we were very much aware that people would start making offers. It was a long period of time for people's expectations to drop as sellers, and obviously people were pretty upset when they knew that the neighbour had sold for 10% higher than their guide 12 months, 18 months prior. What we've seen really since, from really just November and up to now, has been a lot more positive news. We've seen mortgage rates continue to drop, and we've seen more buyers into the market. So next year doesn't look as depressing as we first thought. 2023, we've seen the first drop in house prices for probably 10 years. The annual house price drop of being reported by Rightmove is down 1.1%. And the prediction from Rightmove and other websites like Zoopla is for a 1% drop for next year. And that really is a tiny drop when you consider that house prices over the last 3 years have gone up between 20 and 30%. It is true that house prices have fallen from probably the peak of 18 months to 2 years ago, which was off the back of the COVID lockdown, and it was obviously a huge property boom with things like the stamp duty savings. So it is true, but obviously most people agree that those were falsely overinflated prices. So I don't pay too much attention to what house prices are doing. If people are saying they've dropped 1% or 2% in certain areas, I don't pay too much attention. We know we're not achieving over guide prices very often. We still do on the odd one, but the new norm is very much, this is the price, probably similar asking price to 12 to 18 months ago, but we'll be very lucky to achieve that price. House prices will always continue to rise. There'll be periods of them not going up or maybe dropping by small percentages, 1, 2%. So it's an incredible investment, bricks and mortar, and it will continue to be. And it'll just be when you have 10 years of growth, you might have another 10 years of not much growth. But over a 10-year period, we're not going to see house prices drop, of course. With the more stable market conditions, we're already seeing a return of the family buyers who had put their plans on hold mainly due to the mini-budget and the fallout of that causing mortgage rates to rise dramatically. As the mortgage market has stabilised, we're seeing more second steppers and upsizers return to the market. Basically, what it was previously was there was a massive gap all year. Stuff under 500 you could sell, stuff over $1 million unaffected because people are relatively unaffected financially. But the middle market, the 500 to $1 million, was really difficult to sell because those people needed to borrow more money generally, and they were just borrowing a lot more money to get an extra bedroom or a driveway. And what we are seeing is that those buyers are returning to the market because now mortgage rates are dropping and it's more stable market conditions. It's more attractive to buy in these conditions rather than get involved in bidding wars and that sort of thing. So there is good news because we were very much missing those buyers. Here in West Bridgford, we're seeing a very busy December, which historically is one of our quietest months. So this gives us a lot of confidence that we're going to go into next year with quite a busy start to the year. It feels like we're entering a new year very positive about what's ahead of us in the property market. I personally just think it's down to confidence, and it always tends to be down in the property market. Confidence is the most important thing. So if people were feeling a bit depressed about the property market back in October, all these consecutive weekly decreases in mortgage rates, the fourth month now of interest rates being held, it's just all adding to people's confidence, and that just means that people are now thinking, well, actually, it feels like a good time now to put the house on the market. And obviously, the longer they wait, the more competition they're going to have, direct competition of similar properties coming on. But there definitely seems to be an urgency where normally you wouldn't have many valuations this time of year, but there's people that want to get you out before Christmas, talking about wanting to get it on for Christmas Eve or Boxing Day. You can very much pick up on that sort of buzz and vibe that's going on now, which will only get more so in January when the schools go back. So that's a wrap for 2023. From all of us here at Rex Gooding, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year.